Cool.
Continue.
So I think we are live.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. I can hear you. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Cool. Right. So we're back with another season of the RSS podcast, and we've got a legendary favorite returning, Mr. Tyree Cooper. Thank you for your time again, sir. How are
good.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. Word. What guan? What guan? What guan?
Oh
What
man,
guan RSS?
we've got some of your Californian weather here at the minute. It's pretty toasty. We parked the rain to one side, and we're enjoying melting for a minute. You know.
Well, I'm glad the Nevada weather is working out for you.
There you go, Nevada, not California.
Very near.
Yeah.
That's okay. California is very near, so
it's close by. Yeah, it's close by.
Right.
Yeah, that was one of the questions I had actually was obviously, I asked before, but when we last spoke, you said you were kind of like locked down almost in Vegas.
Yeah.
I can't remember when we last spoke. I was actually just going to try and have a look to see how many months ago it was, but I think it was towards the back end of last year.
It was a couple months ago.
Yeah. So how's things been? Have you been back to Berlin, or you stayed in?
No, I've not been back to Berlin yet. Still working on that part. Want to see my family. It's been a troubling year, like for everybody. I wasn't able to record or really monetize my DJ sets like everyone else had on the internet for the whole year. So I didn't get a chance to do that. I'm not set up here where I'm at for that. So it's been a troubling year. So I still got to get back to Berlin. But I've been doing other things too. I've been I'm a part of 2 startup companies. Still producing. Have a new hip house record out from the last time we spoke. Have a EP out, I think, since the last time we spoke on Bandcamp. I've been doing a few things, but these 2 startup companies has probably been taking up more. The 2 startup companies probably took up most of my time. That's pretty much it. So
tell us more if you can, then, man.
The one I tell you, the last one that I have to start now. It's called Amplify. It's a lifestyle app where if you're into like lifestyle, cooking, pottery, whatever, music, they're incorporating DJs now, so you can get like information about my set, or actually I may be spinning live on it from time to time, so you can catch that. You can connect my page to, if you're on the platform, or if you have a trainer on the platform, you can connect those 2 pages together where you can get my music and his training. That kind of thing can happen. It's like it's set up like Instagram. It looks a lot like Instagram, but more like Pinterest.
Nice.
It has that kind of swag to it.
Feel, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And then the other one is Session Global, which is it's another startup company where you can book myself or any DJ on that on their platform. You can book them for a direct a private party directly streamed to your living room and or bar. I say bar because Europe will do something crazy like that. They're known to, America's a bit reserved in that regard. I'm not trying to talk about my country or nothing like that, but they are a bit reserved in that. They have to let somebody else tell them about it and then beat them over their head and say, this is it, because I was anywhere in the world and this was happening. Until the bars here get up on that, then yeah, it's going to definitely revolutionize the DJ game. I've had a few friends already that was kind of condescending about it, like, yeah, it's gonna work, like this. But they haven't seen the bigger picture, because this world is changing. This is staying this, for some things it's staying the same, like you still got your key players that people, quote unquote, the promoters say the people want to see. That's not necessarily the case, because during this pandemic there's been a rise in a lot of other DJs than your quote unquote normal or big name DJs. Because during the pandemic, I ain't seen none of them posting any live set where people had access to them for free. I seen a lot of us that's known giving a lot of people access for free. But when it came to the parties, they're like, yeah, what y'all did is fine, but we're going back to the big boys. And it's the same thing. So this Session Global app is perfect for me. That's the reason why I jumped on board with it, because hey, somebody in BFE, that's Bumfuck Egypt, can book me for a party right in their home, and I didn't have to travel 8 million miles. And it does not kill, and it won't kill my live set. It won't kill it. That's the beauty of it. It can't kill it. It can only get better. So yeah, I've been doing that during the pandemic. So like I said, mixed reviews, but at least I'm getting traffic on that one. The Amplify, I haven't put up my profile yet. So my point is, house music, I'm only taking it as house music, has to evolve. You can't keep doing the same thing. We can't keep doing the same old and expecting this a different result. You know what I mean? That you keep putting out records, you expect a different result. This music would hell, even in the UK, bro, house music is not even as popular as hip hop.
It's true, man. Like hip hop's, yeah.
It's the pop culture. You can't even mention house. You can't even mention fucking drum and bass, jungle, or techno for that matter. When it's techno, it's all some kind of white glow sticky scene that does not represent techno or the genre. So yeah, we don't have a say so in pop culture. This is the reason why I'm doing these type. We don't have no say so. Not one motherfucker. We have no say so in pop culture. Now you name the DJ. I don't care how big he is. He's not as big as a DJ Premier. Fucking K Slay. Fucking what is his name? DJ Khaled.
Oh man, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with those DJs that I mentioned. So when they look at this interview, I hope they don't get upset at me, because I'm giving them nothing but love. But where's Farley? Where's Lil Louis Vega? Where's Kenny Dope? Where's all these Sven Vates? Where's all these, all these other DJs within our community? Man, they ain't get no fucking love. I mean, not like that, but they not part of pop culture.
It's funny, isn't it? It's like, well, it's not funny. It's just shit. It's just kind of controlled by a lot of the big labels, big brands, big corporations, and yeah, I guess.
I'm not even sure if it's corporations or labels. It's just by default. So if you're a big label, I'm not gonna diss any labels, but I am gonna diss them in this regard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily ran by the big labels, but if you're a big label, then it's like you're in by default. Because if you have Louis, Kenny Dope, or Sandy Rivera, or Riva Starr, or any one of these cats, if you have access to them and they're recording your label, so yeah, then your label is by default big.
Sure.
Doesn't necessarily mean, and the promoters will act accordingly to that. There's no promoters outside of ourselves that promote our own parties, our own events. Will look for credible, quality DJs. I was reading Resident Advisor. There's so many different people that they put up there. I'm like, what the fuck? And when you play their music, like they have their little snippets of their music, you go, how's that fit in our culture? How's that fit in our community? How's that fit? Where's that fit at? And so you got these publications and a whole conglomerate of them trying to come up with a solution, and it's not really a solution. It's probably a symptom more than a solution, Because you got DJs out here, man, and producers out here that's producing, but they don't get no light, dog. Even in this year and a half, they still don't get no light. Whether they put out records or the amount of records that they put out in their career or over the course of time, still just get overlooked and overshadowed because our industry is what you got now, what you got now, what you got now. So like I said, these startup companies is something new for me. That I know I'm going back and forth, but these startup companies is something new for me because it takes house music and the DJ out of the normal realm of clubbing. You can't look. You should look at a DJ, especially a house DJ, like you look at a rapper, like you look at a hip hop artist. We ain't getting that. That's my whole point. Sorry for the long waffle, but that's my whole point. We don't get none of that. We don't get none of that love. And we've been out here the longest.
Yeah, it's so true, man. Like, yeah, it's kind of like, even if like, because there's that whole thing is like to partially to be like respected as a DJ, you need to produce. But then even when you do that, you still don't get put in the same boat as like a quote unquote rapper, artist. It's kind of, it feels like, I totally get it, man. And that was the reason why.
Yeah.
I don't know, you go.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and talk, and linking back into the whole sessions thing. And that was the reason why I got you on, because again, like what struck me is that I'd already had a thought of that being a potential way that things can evolve for DJs, artists, etc., performers. And I don't know, I feel like, I'm not sure whether I touched on it when we spoke last, but I probably lean more towards the optimist in terms of like my kind of default disposition or whatever. But even though the last year and a half's been like tough for everyone and tougher for others than some, but I think like definitely feel excited about these new avenues, these new ventures. Like, I know things have started to like open back up in the US now.
Oh yeah.
We got some real shit news here on Monday that like the 21st of June was supposed to be the reopening date for nighttime venues and entertainment like theaters and stuff. That's been pushed back another 4 weeks now. So the industry's kind of like, going nuts basically. And then the government are kind of, as it stands, have been silent on providing any like financial support for the extended times, etc. But just to flip back to these new avenues, the bit that really interests me the most is what's going to come out of this, like the new that's going to come out of this, and stuff like. I genuinely believe that like what this session, and I don't know much about the Sessions app. I read the little bio earlier on their website, I think. But just the concept, like I know people have been doing like live streams and stuff last year to kind of keep presence, but I think the bit that's missing from that is actually monetizing the events. Like
no, look, like I've had some friends, I'm not gonna say no names, but some very notable DJs have monetized from their streams.
Sure.
I mean, they've monetized it. I don't know if they charge them $5, $10, $15, $20 for whatever over whatever app that they have to use, right? They've monetized, but this is something way different, dude. This is, let's say you on the platform, right? And you have a party. I'm trying to think. I gotta give a good time zone. So you're in the UK. So your 6 o'clock. Yeah, your 6 o'clock in the evening is my early in the morning.
Yeah, 10 a.m. your time, right?
Right. So you figure anytime it's nighttime there is daytime where I'm at. So you could theoretically have a party and book a DJ in America and it's bright as day. So you got a well-fresh DJ, yet again, there is a base price that you have to pay. The base price, from my understanding, is not changing.
Yeah.
That could be that could scare off people. But the other thing I think could scare off people is the fact that is it going to work? But anyway, so you're in the UK. You want to do a party. I want to do a party with. I want you to come to my house and do a party because I like your music. So I set it up, and for the time that's allotted for you to DJ on that platform, yeah, I do the party, or you do the party, excuse me, in my house at 6 o'clock. Let's say 6 to 8 o'clock, right? Just a normal DJ set. Shit, at 8 o'clock, you can have another party somewhere else in the United States, or you know what I'm saying? Somebody booked you. So 6, 8, 10, 12, you might have 4 or 5 parties in one night. What DJ is not gonna like that and didn't have to go nowhere?
Exactly, yeah.
That's why I'm saying they're not really thinking, well, people want to see me. Yeah, people gonna always want to see somebody. That's what human contact is all about. It's been like this since the tribes been meeting up with each other, right? So that's never gonna change. But this right here, I went, oh yeah, I'm in this. Cohen he didn't have to sell me on. It was like, hey man, I'm doing this app. I said, yeah, Catherine told me, Lynn told me, I'm down. Oh yeah, no, dude, I'm down. However I need to promote it, I'm down because this is so. It's gonna take people a minute to get to it though. It's gonna take them a minute, but once it kicks in, because I even had a couple people now that told me, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that online and just somebody can book me online and I DJ for them. I'm like, hey, whatever works, but this is not the same thing. You won't get that clarity, that clear internet connection, because on our end, our end is superb. The other person's end has to be at least 20 megabytes or better for upload speed.
Yeah, exactly.
I think download speed is 5 gigabytes, right? So upload speed has to be at least 20 megabytes, at least that, for a click. That's with Mixcloud too.
Yeah, but like going back to the time slots thing, the same goes for it. That like you could be DJing for a party in the UK at 6 till 8, but you could be DJing for a party in like Australia from 8 till 10. You know what I mean? Like how, like you're not doing that on an airplane.
That's why I say. That's why I when I see the messages from my contemporaries and shit, or my peers, or I can feel it. They go, "This motherfucker's crazy. It's crazy." So I be crazy. I'm gonna keep promoting. I'm not gonna stop promoting because, to me, this is the best shit next to sliced bread. You feel me?
Yeah, I definitely think it's the way forward, man. I definitely think that I know everyone wants to open back up and all that sort of thing, but I don't know. I just feel like there's
even when they open it back up, bro. Even when they open this shit back up, right? Everybody gonna want to see everybody. Everybody's just that and other. They want to go out. They want to be out. They want to be seen. Yeah, that's true. But at the end of the day, if you're a party goer and you like a certain kind of music, or you like Tyree Cooper, or if you like, Matt, if you like our music, shit, what's it to stop you from saying, hey, look, me and some of my friends, because there got to be at least 20 people. Me and some of my friends are going to do, we have a party. We want to the DJ. No problem. And the same thing goes for somebody else. So when my one block is filled, or my second block is filled, my next block is filled, and everybody's happy. The connection is clear shit. So again, I don't know, man. It's up to them. I'm with it. I'm 100% with it because I know, just like I know how when I first heard house music, I knew that shit was gonna work. Didn't know how it was gonna work. I was all in. I was like, I love this music.
Dive in, yeah. Just let me at it.
That's how I am now. Let me at this shit. I'm good. So yeah. most of my posts will be the music or sessions because I'm fully committed to this platform, and I know it's gonna work. It's not a matter of when it works. It's just
I think the other thing that, like, and again, I know you can kind of do this, you know, face to face as well, but I think I read somewhere on the site that you can do like, I'm assuming that there'll be a different like level of fee, but if somebody does want to book you as well, you can have like a hangout session afterwards.
Oh, the backstage. Well, no, look, there's no back. When you book me for your party, you could talk to me direct while I'm DJing. How about that?
Got it.
So it's like we're actually in the same room. I could hear the conversation. You know what I'm saying? They could talk to me direct. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
It's almost like having a hologram without the hologram, like being invisible, the fly on the wall, but there's a loud ass fly on the wall playing some music and shit.
Yeah.
The fact that we can interact like we just like we do. As clear as this picture is, that's how clear the feed is.
Yeah, it's I think, like you said, man, I think for anyone that's like, you know, a fan of a certain style, artist, etc., like, I think it's a great opportunity to be able to, like you said, like, you know, yeah, for any, you know, it could be events that are in venues like bars, but it could be that parties in people's homes that are a bit more intimate. It just really blows everything wide. It blows everything wide open, and
And the guy that created it, one of the guys, I haven't met the entire team, but one of the guys that created it, he's traveled the globe with famous DJs. So it's not like he just say, okay, I'm gonna fuck around and just do something to help out my fellow.
Yeah, he's like sort of from the industry.
He took it directly. It's like this, I guess, with his partners, and like, yo, this is the dopest shit. Like I said, next to sliced fucking bread. So let's do it. And it was like, yeah, all right, okay. So, you know, I'm not for sure if I was the first, or I'm definitely one of the first to sign up. I'm not the first, but I'm definitely one of the first. And then it's like I said, just a matter of time. I don't have a problem with it. It's when the first ones start coming in, because like I say, people are already visiting the sites, right? Yeah. People are already they already visiting the pages, the site to see what it looks like. And to me, that lets me know to say, the curiosity kicked in. How is this motherfucker doing this? I knew it was a catch to it. There's no catch. What's wrong with it? Okay, I'm a DJ myself. I wouldn't do it because I'm not talking, and I'm talking to the people that go to the party. Talking to the DJ about doing something for another DJ is like talking to your wall. You will not get an answer. You will not get an answer. So I'm not talking to them, but the DJ that's curious, that are the naysayers, yeah, their wheels are turning. Their wheels are going, how the fuck did he do this? Well, I'm gonna do this very cheaply. And the owners of the site, they know people are going to try to copy it. They already know that. But it's like, you know, when you get a pair of designer jeans and shit, right? You know, you can get a knockoff. It looks like the designer. It feels like the designer, but you want them, you know what I'm saying? You want that name brand stamp in your ass, like,
you know,
right? This is the real shit. So this is the same thing. And like I said, the other application, startup company, Amplify, is something totally different, bro. When do we, as DJs, think of our shit as a lifestyle? It is a lifestyle. We wake up, we eat breakfast, we brush our teeth, then eat breakfast, and then we consume our day with what it is that we do: clothing, music, and culture, right? Whatever friends we're around, we're talking about, and no one thinks of that as a DJ lifestyle. They think a DJ is either A, he's fucking super rich, or B, I's just a fucking DJ. We don't have, you know, there's no
other dimension to.
Right. That's why I say this is the reason why I'm doing these platforms, because I may not be I may not be that voice, but at least I'm trying to start the conversation because this shit is fucking ridiculous. I watch Netflix, I watch Hulu, I watch any of this shit, and you don't hear, okay, down a licensing and shit like that. I get that, but we don't even get mentioned. Hell, as big as house music is in the UK, how many motherfucking DJs has been, how many house DJs or house artists been on the UK's Got Talent as a judge?
Yeah, exactly.
You mean tell me Ronnie Size, fucking what's my man name? Carl Cox, Goldie. They weren't big, they weren't humongous stars in the UK.
Yeah.
So they can't be, they don't know talent. You mean tell me what's my man name? What's the dude name? Sven Vaith. What's the other dude? What's them two motherfuckers? Dickweed. I'm gonna call him.
Oh, Sasha and Digweed. Sasha
and Digweed, because I don't want to mess up his name. They wasn't famous enough to be like, you know, this is what I'm saying. We're not even in pop motherfucking culture. No one, black and or white for that matter. Yeah. Nobody. So fuck. How? Pete Tong, maybe? Maybe Pete Tong.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe Pete Tong. Maybe. That's it. One person is just, this community is fucking vast.
Yeah, kind of have just got sort of sidelined. I think yeah, like the David Guettas and the EDM.
Not even that motherfucker. Look, no one is speaking for us. They just making the money off of us.
Yeah.
They ain't speaking. They don't give a fuck about the culture unless the culture making money. When the culture ain't making money, they go to somebody, they go somewhere else. Where they making money. I get that. There's no problem. It's just be real. Yeah. Be fucking real. You a house DJ, you in the house music, help elevate it. Don't, well, I'm gonna elevate it by, I'm gonna bring out a label and bring out these type of artists and do this kind of, there's so much shit out here now. There's way so much shit out here. You got, like I say, startup companies doing all kinds of things. So yeah, that's where my head is at, man. Just moving the needle, not this way, but moving that motherfucker like this.
Yeah, just taking some next stride, man. Some next stride.
Because it gotta be. It can't be just you put out record after record after record after record. You got a massive catalog, and then one day you say, okay, I want to do a publishing, and they give you 10 grand because you got, because the industry, our community, is saturated with records. I mean, all industries are saturated with records, right? But the very fact that they look at our shit like we're disposable, it's pathetic. So yeah, I may be the only voice, I may be the crazy motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. When I was in Chicago and they was talking about house music, the way they describe house music, I'm not even gonna tell you on air how they describe house music and what white Chicago thought of this music, and even some of the DJs. So it's the same thing. I can imagine when it happened in the UK, what they thought of house music when it was thrust upon them. Because a friend of mine, Terry Farley, said, yeah, we didn't like it as much. They loved it, they liked it, but we didn't like it as much. So I can imagine some of the underlying things they were saying. Same thing here. Same thing. I just want to be a voice for this shit, or try to be a voice. Because you can't keep doing this shit, man. This shit is fucking done.
Yeah, I'm with you on the you need to do the, not just do this, you need to do this sort of thing, you know?
Right.
It's about, I think having that mindset and being able to make those moves, like, yeah, from the outside looking in, from other people's perspectives, like you said, they might think you're crazy, but until it kind of kicks in and works, then people are always going to be like that, you know? It's always the case with new things, new ventures. Everyone's always like, no, until yeah, you know, it's like,
right. What was into MP3? What's the MP3? I'm gonna keep my CD. I'm gonna keep it with I'm gonna burn my CDs with only waves. Like, dude, you can put more. If you compress the file, you can put at least 100 songs on your CD disc as opposed to 16. No, fuck that. I don't know nothing about no MP3. I don't want nothing about that. It's the same thing.
Same thing. And,
yeah. You could still DJ with your entire catalog. This is the Mike Dunn speech to Tyree Cooper.
Okay.
You know, hey, you can still DJ with your entire catalog. Just get Serato. Oh man, I ain't doing all that, man. Fuck that. I take my records. Like Ty, they got records, dude. They got vinyl for this shit. Oh no, fuck that, Mike. Fuck that, man. I ain't do. That's what this was like to me when it was first said. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it like I did Serato. Well, you know, I use Serato like a motherfucker, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna treat it as Serato. I'm gonna treat it just as it is. It's brand new, and I'm gonna be a part of it. Call me crazy, but at the end of the day, I want you to say that's a smart, rich motherfucker without the motherfucker part. But that's a smart, rich individual. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, I think it's a good move, man. But the other thing that you kind of touched on earlier, just moving away from the sort of new venture, but just moving into fashion, because I know you've always had your own little steez, man. So yeah, talk to us about some of your favorite labels. I guess maybe like from past and present, or growing up, or yeah, man, you've always
as far as fashion, like okay, like my fashion for me is weird. I take cues from family and friends, and I say that because I'm fine if I put on a pair of pants, underwear, and a t-shirt. I'm good. I can walk outside in some gym shoes is different. Now that's something different. I take a lot of pride in my gym shoes, but as far as clothes, yeah, I'm fine with that. So like growing up, as far as a DJ goes, like my eyewear I took from my sister Chick. She used to have these Lvlsvryhi glasses and shit. And oh yeah, I took promo pictures in the motherfuckers. I did all kinds of shit. Cause they was like unisex, right? Cause you couldn't tell if they were for men or for women. At least I thought they was unisex. I didn't give a fuck. You know, I'm like, fuck. So like my eyewear I kind of got from my sister. Like the coordination of clothes I get from my mom, you know, but growing up, like some friends like Hugo H, Mike Dunn, K Alexi, these dudes always, when I always saw them, they was Farley, they was always like coordinated. The top matched the bottom matched the shoes, and so forth and so on.
The sneakers and the hats, or yeah.
Whichever combination they was rocking. So I didn't understand any of that. I was just music, or at that time, it was basketball. But for summer wear, you know, I was on my own because I like fucking not being naked, but shorts, t-shirts. So I've always played ball. So sportswear, summer sportswear has always been some of my favorite, right? I can rock K-Swiss, my low top Chucks. I rock Nikes, Jordans. You know, that like Jordans is probably my favorite shoe. Nike is probably my favorite company. I like Adidas. Levi is probably one of my favorite companies because they last so long. I love my black-owned companies. Maurice Malone, I used to fuck with Maurice Malone hardcore.
I haven't heard Maurice Malone for a minute, man. I'm sure I used to see all the, because I used to buy Slam magazine.
Oh yeah,
basketball magazine. It launched like mid-90s.
Yeah, even your man. Oh, please, I know I'm gonna get his name all fucked up, but he was real cool. Daniel Poole, DP.
Yeah, Daniel Poole. Yeah.
I go back with fashion, dude. I go back. I had three brothers, right? They're not really related, but they're my brothers here. The Tuncer brothers, Tuncers. They're Turkish.
Mm-hmm.
They had this clothing store called Global Ghetto.
Okay.
That's where I did my university and my college work at, in their fashion store, because they really schooled me on fashion. I mean, I like I say, I picked up from all the rest of those guys and my sister, but the schooling on how to distribute it, what to look for, who to sell to, the whole gambit, I learned from them three brothers, Aki, Agyun, and Ogyun. These are my brothers, Tunchi. Aki, OG, and Shoko. These are my brothers. So, and they're from Germany, in Heilbronn. We talking about a tiny fucking town in Germany, Heilbronn. They had one of the largest clothing companies in Europe.
No way.
Yeah, Global Ghetto. Yeah, one of the largest. So I learned a lot of fashion. So I even like back in the 90s. I'm about to really fuck you. Back in the 90s, I like kickwear pants, like those pants from Kickwear.
Kickwear. The name rings a bell, but I'm not. Was that US brand? Yeah.
Yes, US.
Yeah.
Because they had the little man with the spray paint can on the back of the jacket.
Yeah, I think I remember actually. Yeah.
With fashion, bro, you talking to the wrong motherfucker when it comes to fashion. I met the guys from Inichi, Mark Echo. I met a lot of hip hop artists. If the motherfuckers saw me today, be like, "Damn, dude, did I meet you at like what's this fashion show called? Bread and Butter, the Magic Show here in Las Vegas."
Yeah, like the trade shows. Yeah. So Bread and Butter was in Berlin. Magic was in Vegas.
Yes, I've been to both of those. A matter of fact, I went to Bread and Butter in Spain when they left Germany for a hot second.
Barcelona, right?
Yep. I went to I've been to Bread and Butter so many times in Berlin. I get in. I'm a guest now.
Yeah.
Because of my brothers. And the Magic Show I've been to twice here in Las Vegas. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, I like Carl Kanai back in the day. You name the fashion, man. I either had it, but my favorite, like you asked, I'm going so far. My favorites are probably the Levi jeans, just to name it over, because of the quality of the jean. There's been others, but Levi's been probably the best. Like I said, Maurice Malone, because the way his jeans cut. I didn't like the boot cut, but I liked the way they were cut when you were a bit overweight, as I was. Your pants, your thighs didn't rub. And
they had the right fit.
Right. So that made it good. As far as shirts, oh man, I rock Inichi all day. Inichi, what's my other man name? Yeah, mostly Inichi, man, because they did it. Stussy was kind of cool, but it kind of faded out. But I liked Inichi clothes because the material made me feel like I was a shorty. Like they had that old school kind of material. Like I said, Jordans.
I was gonna say, what's your favorite Air Jordan? Have you got a favorite out of all the styles?
Number ones. I have to do the first year he came into the league. So 80, I think his shoe came out 85. The 85 to 86 shoe, I liked. The dunk contest shoe, the 88, 89 shoe.
That was a Jordan 3. Oh,
Jordan 3 or something like that. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it was the 3, man.
I think the Jordan 3
from the free throw line.
Yep, exactly. Those ones.
That was the 3. I'm pretty sure that was the white and grey Jordan 3.
Yeah, white and grey, well, no, not white and grey, white, red, and
then it's the elephant print, the cement,
exactly
elephant print on the back.
Yeah, exactly. That one. And I call it the hip house shoe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it was the Jordan maybe 4 or 5 with the mesh on the side. A little mesh on the side of them.
Actually, yeah, both 4 and 5 had like a kind of like, it was like a sort of plasticky mesh, right?
Yeah, exactly. My favorite.
The 5 was a bit higher than 4, so the 4 was still like the same height as the 3, but it had like the mesh on the side, and then it had the kind of the support straps.
Exactly. Those are the ones with the support strap. I call them the hip house shoe because back in the 80s, everybody in Chicago had them shoes, and everybody was pretty much in the hip house in Chicago. Not everybody, but that's just me.
Yeah.
And the other was I want to say the 10s.
Yeah, the 10s.
Was it the 10s? I think were the shiny front toe. They had like the patent leather front toe that looked kind of shiny.
Oh no, the 11. Was that the white top with the black all the way around it? The patent.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. Yeah. That's it. The the other ones, the one he did when he had what was that crazy TV show with Bugs Bunny? What is that?
The Space Jam.
Those shoes were okay. I don't know, it was 12, 13, 14. I don't know which ones they were. They were all right, but those are my favorites. Those are my favorite Jordan shoes.
Yeah, man.
Because oh man, and Adidas, only one pair of Adidas that I truly love. It's called Adidas Top 10, the Jabbar edition.
Yeah. The top 10 was that? I'm not sure. Did they do that in different heights? They do a low and a high.
3/4. They had a 3/4.
Yeah, like a mid as well. Top 10 mid.
Yeah, the mids. The top 10. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you do know your shoes. I forgot. I think I'm talking to. Right. I had to remember. Like, damn, you know your shoes. I had to forget. I had to remember who I was talking to.
It's all stored away there, man, somewhere.
No, but I had to. Dude, I forgot you showed me your shoe collection. You got shoes.
Oh man, you know what? They're all gone now. Sold them all. Yeah, man, all gone.
People, you don't understand. This brother had shoes of shoes of shoes. He had a collection.
Yeah, man.
You think your gym shoe game was good? No, brother. Matt had gym shoes. His gym shoe game was on motherfucking point.
Yeah, it was on point. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it's yeah, it helps subsidize a few things over the years.
One shoe I did like from Puma, and I say that to say because I remember you from Puma. Was the Puma Clydes was always cool. I still have my Puma Clydes in Berlin. I still got the same ones.
Just classic.
Still got them. But the other ones I used to shoot ball in was the I think they were called Puma Top 10. They had the double strap across the
Sky, the Sky 2.
Sky, yeah, Puma Sky, yeah. Sky 10.
You know what? They actually don't look too dissimilar to the Top 10 by Adidas.
Right.
That you said, because they're like, I think the Top 10 high had some straps around the ankles. They had like
that's the other one. That's
okay.
That's the other one.
Now my memory's getting blurred.
No, it's okay because the ones with the strap across them came out later.
Yeah, I think it was a Forum.
Yeah, exact Forum. There you go. It was the Forum. There you go. Because it was all part of the Jabbar when he was with the Lakers. These were his line of shoes because he did switch and changed it to LA Gear, which I thought was.
Yeah.
I didn't like LA Gear.
They kind of came like late to the party. They had a moment, didn't they, with the light up shoes, and then they had their regulator, which was their equivalent of the pump.
Yeah, exactly. It was Karl Malone shoes. I didn't even like Karl Malone. I liked him as a basketball player, but I was a Bulls fan.
Was he an LA Gear supporter? Like, did he rock LA Gear on court?
Yeah, he did.
Did he? Crazy. I don't remember that.
He lost in the finals with a pair of LA Gear shoes.
That's probably why, man.
Anyway, but yeah, the Sky Force. I had a pair of Sky 10s in high school. Like my last year, I got them from one of these university coaches. Was it a D3 school? I think I got them from a D3 school. Not Duquesne. I forgot. One of these schools gave me a free pair of gym shoes, and it was a pair of Sky Force, the Puma Sky Force, and I like them. But I'm a Nike guy. Even, dude, I'm even down to the Nike tennis shoes, dog. I'm like, oh man.
I used to love the Agassi, the Andre Agassi Nike joints.
Agassi, the Stan Smiths, the fucking deck shoes, the little boat shoes they used to have. I mean, I'm a Nike dude.
Yeah, they've done some good shit, man.
I wore them all out. Wore them all out.
Cool, man. Well, look, I think we should kind of wrap up here. I think we've talked a good amount of time about the next phase, the new ventures. That was the main thing that caught my attention when you posted that the other day, and
I appreciate
that. I'm fully behind you on kind of this being a new avenue, in addition to what already exists, you know. And I think yeah, definitely think it's part of the future, man.
Even if people thinking like, fuck it, they ain't gonna do shit because everything is opening back up. That should be the very reason why you should want to, not you, but people should want to get into it, because this shit came out of nowhere. This pandemic shit came out of no fucking where. Out of nowhere. Yeah, we all heard the news. Everybody was skeptical about this, that, and the third, but we're no virologists, so we had to abide by the rules.
But
this is the protective measure for us, to me, how I'm looking at it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's gonna kick in now, and in the years to come, it's gonna get greater later.
Exactly, man. Exactly. You want to give any shout outs or anything before we kind of sign off?
Shout out to Session Global. Shout out to Amplify. Shout out to my man Cohen from Session. Shout out to my girl Catherine Hooden, my girl Lynn Albers, my brother K Alexi, Eddie Folks, House Music.
Exactly, man.
Matt, yourself, shout out to you. Always little brother, always brother. Not
always,
just little
man.
brother, always a brother. Oh,
but yeah, man, pleasure as always. We'll talk again soon, and yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you too, brother. Always.
Peace, man.
Yep, peace.